Hey everyone, so today I'm going to make a paper marble run or paper roller coaster, depending on what you want to call it. It's the same thing. So you're going to need something to put it on. So I have this board, poster board works, it doesn't really matter as long as it's a good size because you're going to be taping to it. You're going to need cardstock, and I have about 45 pieces of cardstock, so I don't have them all right here, but you are going to need a lot of cardstock. And you're going to need scissors, and you're going to need tape. There is a template you can buy and print. It's $20 for the template. I'll put a link in the description so that if you want to buy the template, you can buy it. I'm going to try and show it to you without buying the template so you don't have to buy it. So what you're going to need is you're going to have to build the structure for your marble run first. So you're going to need a half sheet of the cardstock, and you're going to cut it in half the long way, and then you're going to fold it into fifths, so into 5. So I'm just going to fold this because we're making a pillar. All right, once it's folded into 5, you can tape it, and you should end up with a square. So I'm going to tape this. You're also going to want to make smaller versions of this for support beams, and when I do the video you'll kind of see where the support beams go. But here's my pillar, and I can basically just tape it down to the board, and I can keep building up from there. For some of the paths, so one of the paths I want to do is a straight path, and so I have a quarter of the paper, again cut long ways. So I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again. But keeping it the long way. So if I had 4 of these together, I'd have a whole piece of paper. And I have 3 right here. So I'm going to fold this into thirds. And this is the straight part my marble can go down. So once my structure is built, I can attach this to my structure and my marble will roll down. If the steeper you make it, the faster your marble is going to go. So you don't want it too fast that your marble is going to roll off, but you don't want it too shallow where it doesn't really move. All right, for the curve, we're going to fold. And I'm going to fold again, so I have my thirds just like my straight. And then I'm going to just cut lines through one of the folds to the next fold. So goes through that one and stops at this one. And I'm going to keep doing that. And then I'm just going to tape them down to each other. And you know what? I'm actually going to make little triangles on the first fold so that the top part curves a little bit more. All right, so I just cut slits all the way down to the second fold, and then I just kind of cut a triangle off of each of those slits to the first fold. And then I can tape them together. And then I can tape this part together, and that makes sure the marble doesn't come off. there's my turn. I might want to just fold this side a little bit more, just so the marble doesn't roll off. I didn't fold mine very well into thirds, but it is a turn. I'd probably remake it though, because I'm worried that the marble's going to come off of this edge. And I just make sure I do it into better thirds. And then I'm just going to use my straights to show you how to do the loop-to-loop. So the loop-to-loop, we're just going to cut slits to the first fold. And on the other side as well to the first fold. So the only part that's not cut is the middle. And then we'll start taping them together, both sides. And once it's all taped together, it'll start to go around like that. So you just want to keep taping these slits you made together and it'll curve around. If you use a loop, make sure you get enough speed on your straight to get into that loop, because it takes a lot of momentum to get up and around that loop. All right, and I'm gonna keep working on this. And then the yellow you see is the structure. I just use yellow for the structure, and you can see those support columns on the side. Those are the angled ones. Those just make sure the structure doesn't fall. So that's what I talked about earlier. It took me about 12 hours to build the whole thing, so I recommend just doing a little bit at a time. The structure did take the most time, and I recommend writing down what you want or drawing a picture of the roller coaster. I was kind of just winging it, doing it as I went, so my structure was starting to get bigger. When I did my roller coaster itself and I added it onto here, I started with the straight and then I added the curves. I used the loop-to-loop. I ended up using the template that I told you about, and it came with a funnel, and it came with this Y piece that lets one track turn into two or two tracks turn into one, which is really cool. But then I got to a point where I just wanted something else, so I started to cut and bend the track pieces how I wanted, and was able to make this really cool little ramp where the ball fell off the funnel and either went to the left or the right when it hit the top of the ramp. So having fun with it, building up new curves and things like that, honestly was more fun than just using the templates that were provided. So really just get creative with it.